Can you tell us what your name is?
I'm Nick.
Okay, Nick. Is this your first year at the Community College of Philadelphia?
Yes, this is my second semester of my first year.
And how has it been so far for you?
It's been okay. I think the number one thing I've noticed is that it can be quite chaotic here, and there doesn't seem to be a lot of organization among the higher ups. I found it hard to seek out counselors and get their help and, sort of figure out what my plan here is. It seems that a lot of the students end up doing that themselves and giving people information about the important stuff going on here.
Does that make you feel like it's harder to get through school or figure out what you want to do for your career? How does that make you feel navigating your college experience?
It definitely doesn't make me feel better about it. I have a counselor, but I only met with her like twice. She was very hard to get a hold of. I had to wait like a month just to get one session with her because she had to leave the college for some reason, and I didn't really know who else to contact or who I should go to. So that was kind of a stressful time because I was really struggling with my classes. I was beginning to fail them, and I wanted to make sure that I had support for my next semester, but it just didn't really seem like there was anyone there to help me, which was did give me a little bit of anxiety. But eventually, I met with another counselor and things got a bit straightened out. But, that process was a bit more of a mess than I feel like it could have been. Yeah.
That's interesting. Are you worried that this strike may halt things for you as a student? Like, are you worried about uncertainty? Are you ready to strike? How do you feel?
I really wish it could have been avoided, but I do think if it needs to happen, then it should happen. Because clearly the Board of Trustees is not listening to people. I just sat in on my first Board of Trustees meeting last week, and I was really appalled at how much they didn't seem to care and how little time people had to express their concerns. In short, I'm worried about the state of the college overall. I'm not as worried about my personal education and like my graduation status, but I'm worried about how just it'll affect the college overall, and then I guess eventually that would trickle down to me. And it's been hard to find information, and that's part of the reason I got involved in student union, is because I've gotten so much good information from them that I wouldn't have gotten from anyone that actually works here.
Do you think the student union is doing a good job at getting people together, getting people ready?
Yes, I do think so. Since talking to people in student union, I definitely feel more prepared and less anxious about the possibility of a strike and what that'll mean for all of us. I mean, it's still not an ideal situation, but, President Scales, Vice President Jara, they're both doing a really good job, and everyone else in SGA, there's a strong sense of community there, and it's definitely helped me not feel so alone in the whole mess of the strike and everything that's happening right now.
And students, we need to have community here, especially
Absolutely,
right now.
Yeah.
Right?
We are a community college. Community should be at the forefront of what happens here, but that hasn't been a thing since my time here. I found it hard to make friends in the first semester, but I think this is actually bringing people together. I mean, it sucks it has to be a terrible thing that's bringing people together,
Yeah.
but regardless, more and more people are getting together and talking about it. And yeah, like I said, I wish a strike could have been prevented, but I think if it needs to happen, then it absolutely should happen.
Thank you for your intel.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Nick. Yeah.
I said now.